Thank you for joining Wars of the Rosies, and this is AC by Thea Briton, F.R.C. An article from Rosicrucian Digest, Volume 28, Number 11, December 1950. AC by Thea Briton, F.R.C. A seed is a memory and a magnet, enclosed within a casing for protection. The seed of an oak is a memory of a previous oak, not just a tree as we see it, but of each cell which composed it, of the arrangement of all those cells, a knowledge of their contents, how these were formed and piled up one upon another, of the timing of the building of the root, the trunk, stems, branches, to keep always the right balance of form. When to start building buds for spring, when to start unfolding these buds, and all the rest of the processes which go to the making of an oak tree in all its glory. All of that belongs to the memory, the instinct of the seed. The magnet is the power to attract and assimilate all the elements necessary for all this building. Even so, it is the memory which controls the actual assimilation. So much of this element, so much of that, mingled in a certain way to make a leaf cell, and in just a little different way to make a trunk cell or a bark cell. Also, if some materials are not available in sufficient quantities, say water in a dry season, then it is the memory which decides to cut down the size of the leaves or the length of a branch, and still keep the general balance of the tree. The pattern of the whole tree is the chief end, and everything else must be adjusted into this pattern. Thus, if two elements are required for the use in a combination of 3 to 1, and there is plenty and to spare of the 3 element, then the proportion 3 to 1 must be kept, and the rest of the 3 element repulsed. Otherwise, the balance of the combination would be lost. This memory belongs to the consciousness of the tree, but the continuity of consciousness, that is, the memory part, is the most essential factor. Without it, there would be nothing to prevent the oak seed from growing into a poppy or a daisy seed growing into a beetroot. Of course, the present consciousness in an oak tree packs into each seed the chief characteristics of the present oak, to be used as a magnetic force for the surrounding elements when that seed starts building on its own. Just as a traveling carpenter packs into his bag the tools he will need on his next job, even so, these characteristics must be guided by memory. Otherwise, they could not deal satisfactorily with the elements they attract. The whole secret of building elements is the proportion of each that has to be put into any combination, and that of course depends on memory. Therefore, the chief content of any seed is memory. In fact, a seed is memory made tangible. Thank you for watching, and please don't forget to share, like, subscribe, and comment. And if you can, please consider donating to Wars of the Rosie. Links to PayPal and Patreon are in the description. Thank you so very much.